LCMS 6th grade science first semester assessment 2016-2017, questions 41 through 55, part B. A. Silver spoon tarnishes, leaves changing color in the fall, water separating into hydrogen and oxygen. B. Ice melting, sugar cubes dissolving in water, paper tearing. C. Dry ice goes from a solid to a gas form of CO2. Your breath condenses on a cold window pane. Glass breaking. D. Mixing flour, salt, and sugar. Sanding wood. Grinding something into a powder. Question 41. Which column includes only chemical changes? (42) Two liquids are mixed together. Which of the following does not identify the formation of a new substance being formed? F. A gas is produced. G. The temperature changes. H. One liquid disappears into the other. J. A solid is formed. 43. A new school is being constructed as a green school, which means all efforts are made to make the school as environmentally friendly as possible. Which of the following would be the most practical way to supplement or add to the electrical power system? A. Solar panels on the roof. B. Hydroelectric power from a school pond. C. Nuclear power plant in the utility room. D. Diesel powered generator outside the building. 44. Which of the following diagrams illustrates a compound? (45) The use of which of the following resources would be most affected by changes in the weather? A. Wind. B. Geothermal. C. Natural gas. D. Nuclear. 46. A student is using a balance to measure 50 grams of powdered starch for an experiment. The student accidentally pours too much starch from the bottle onto the balance. What should the student do with the extra starch? F. Pour the extra starch back into the bottle. G. Leave it on the balance in case other students need it. H. Put it in a chemical disposal container. J. Use the extra amount of starch in the experiment. Use the following data table for the next two questions. Byproducts, environmental concerns, availability. Nuclear, X. Heated water is dangerous to aquatic life, abundant. Biomass, nitrogen oxides, increased water and chemical use on farmland, abundant. Geothermal, minimal. Water wells could be depleted over time, available in few fields around the world. Y. None. It increases potential for flooding, abundant. 47. What best replaces the X in the table? A. Radioactive waste. B. Carbon dioxide. C. Sulfur dioxide. D. Nitrogen oxide. 48. What energy source best replaces Y in the table? F. Solar energy. G. Hydroelectricity. H. Natural gas. J. Wind energy. 49. An advertisement for a new car that runs completely on solar power claims that the car is 100% environmentally friendly because it produces no environmental pollution. Which of these questions is most important environmental question for consumers to answer before they consider buying this car? A. Which major car company produces this car? B. How much does this car cost? C. Where can consumers find evidence that it produces no pollution? D. What color does the car come in? 50. Mrs. Matthews has a special box in her science lab for broken pieces of glass. The broken glass box keeps the glass separate from other trash. The broken glass box allows Mrs. Matthews to F. Recycle the broken glass, G. Conserve the glass used in the lab, H. Reuse the glass needed in the lab, J. Reduce the amount of glass needed in the lab. 51. Limestone is a common form of calcium carbonate. When limestone is subjected to high heat, it becomes calcium oxide and releases carbon dioxide gas. This change in limestone at a given temperature is an example of A. A physical change like the melting of ice, B. A chemical change like the rusting of iron, C. An igneous change like the melting of rock in a volcano, D. A reversible change such as hardening melted butter. Use the following graph for the next 3 questions. Shane, David, Scott. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. 52. The graph above shows the amount of electricity used by 3 different people during each month for an entire year. Which of the following statements is best supported by the graph? F. February and November have the same climate and electricity use. G. All 3 of these people pay a lot for their electric bills each month. H. If this trend continues, all 3 will use the most electricity next year in July. J. Less electricity is used in the winter months. 53. What is the likely reason electricity use is so great in the summer? A. People have an electric air conditioner and a gas heater. B. The solar panels heat the house in the winter. C. People have large trees that shade the house in the summer. D. People need more light in the winter because it is darker longer. 54. The bar graph provided shows the amount of carbon dioxide produced when various forms of fuel are burned to get energy. If part of an energy management plan was to reduce the amount of carbon dioxide, CO2, produced, which of the following would be a valid conclusion to draw from the data presented on the graph? Pounds of CO2 per kilowatt hour, natural gas, oil, propane, coal, wood. F. Wood and coal are the heaviest of all the fuels. G. Oil produces less energy than propane or coal. H. Propane is more popular energy choice than wood. J. Natural gas produces less carbon dioxide than coal. 55. The chart provided gives some information about 4 energy sources. The energy source, you have solar energy, wind energy, natural gas, biomass. Features and requirements. Solar energy, costly to build facilities, 6% to 30% effective. Wind energy, turbines must be in a location free of obstructions, 40 to 80% efficiency. Natural gas can be used in smaller existing facilities, 50 to 60% efficient. Biomass uses agricultural and forest industry byproducts, 25 to 30% efficiency. Which energy resource would be best for a city that has a limited amount of open space and wants to use an efficient source of energy? A. Wind energy. B. Biomass. C. Natural gas. D. Solar energy.